Speaker.
I call Rena Chirikatne. Tēnā koe.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker. Tēnā koutou aku rangatira. Tēnā koutou ngārau rangatira mā. I ngā whanaunga o Ngāti Hineuru, tēnā koutou. Nō koutou tēnei rā. Nau mai, whakatau mai ki te whare pāramate e takatū nei. He rā nui tēnei. He rā whakahirahira. Whakatau mai kei te pere o Ngāti Hineuru. Whakatau mai kei te whare pāramata kei te ano o ngā rai ona. Apiti hono tātai hono rātou te honga mate ki a rātou. Apiti hono tātai hono tātou te honga ora ki a tātou. Tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Mr. Speaker, it is a great honour for me to stand and to speak in support and to endorse this bill, the Ngāti Hineuru settlement, at its third reading. Sir, I had the great honour, indeed it was the last bill that I considered when I was a member of the Māori Affairs Committee, and in my relatively short time in this House, the work that the Māori Affairs Committee has done, it is a great honour. That's all I can say, and I do acknowledge all the members that have participated in the great work that we do with that committee. And so today, sir, is Ngāti Hineuru's day. Ngāti Hineuru, who I would like to sum up, sir, is stamping their authority and indigeneity right across the motu today through the passage of this legislation, sir. I guess not too many folks would have heard of Ngāti Hineuru before, but after today, sir, and through the passage of this legislation, we know that Ngāti Hineuru are reasserting their rangatiratanga, and I'm just so delighted for that. So often, I guess, when you consider the Hawke's Bay or going inland, Ngāti Hineuru had been overlooked, sir, but that is no longer the case. And I'm just delighted to be able to share with the whānau that have travelled far and wide to come in here on this special day. Because, sir, these settlements are more than just acknowledging the historical wrongs and grievances that have taken place. Sir, as I've mentioned, these settlements are also about reasserting our history. And that history for us as Māori is summed up in one word, and that's whakapapa. And sir, our oral traditions, our whole genetic makeup comes from those stories, the stories of the men and women, our ancestors who created that history. Stories of everyday life, wars, marriages and death. So it's all those strands that we hold so dear to our hearts in memory of who we are and where we've come from. And I do want to acknowledge my tuahine there, Louisa Wall, who gave a very eloquent speech outlining the terrible history and the terrible atrocities that have been inflicted upon Ngāti Hineuru. And it's so appropriate, sir, as a descendant herself, and I just acknowledge her for that, her whakaro in such a moving speech. And sir, I don't wish to traverse the history, but I do note from the settlement, sir, certain names that have come out from other settlements that we've done through this House and through the committee that I was a member on. Names of places such as Omarunui and Petani, and the conflict and the battles that went on in those places. Places like Ngātapa. Sir, these names have come up in the settlements with the Tūrangaui, Rongo Whakata, Te Aitanga Māhaki, and also in Maunga Hareru Tangitu. So, sir, not only are we reasserting the rangatiratanga of Ngāti Hineuru, but we do acknowledge the associations of the shared history that they have been impacted by, and also other iwi. And sir, the atrocities are grave. We know about the systematic plunder, pursuit, and imprisonment their tupuna, and then also the modus operandi of the Crown in terms of its purchasing, and the fact that so much of Ngāti Hineuru's land was effectively given to other iwi, and they had to suffer the indignity of being excluded, totally excluded, and made virtually landless through the Crown's actions, sir. So I do acknowledge all of the journey that Ngāti Hineuru has been on, sir, to arrive at this momentous day. It is a long journey, and we've heard many stories, and I am inspired by the kōrero that Ngāti Hineuru, Iwi Incorporated and Te Kōpare gave to the committee, and how positive and how onto it they are, sir, in terms of their post-settlement, ushering in this new post-settlement era for Ngāti Hineuru. But sir, if I can backtrack a bit, we have looked at the history of Ngāti Hineuru through the bill, and you know, I'm the member for Te Tai Tonga, and it's the largest electorate in the country, and so I cover all of Wellington, all of the Waiponamu, Whitiatu, over to Whare Kauri. And so, sir, whenever I see Whare Kauri, my eyes perk up. and I noted just, it's only one line in the bill, one line in the historical record that in 1866, I think 34 Ngāti Hineuru were with 86, or with a total number, I think about 86, were taken prisoner as prisoners to Whare Kauri, to the Chatham Islands, without trial, imprisoned in the harshest of conditions for over 2 years, and one can only just marvel. I mean, wonder at how those tupuna endured all of that. But what really struck me, sir, in the historical account is that it just says in 1866 the prisoners escaped, and then they joined the Crown in another battle at Ngātapa. Sir, if we can just think back, the amazing ingenuity of Māori, the amazing ingenuity of the tupuna of these people, being imprisoned on the Chatham Islands, hundreds of miles away from the mainland, and they were able to escape. And not only just escape, how did they get back from the Chatham Islands to Tūranga, to Gisborne? They had to take a hold of a Pākehā sailing ship and sail it all the way back, the opposite way from the Chatham Islands back to the East Coast. One can only marvel at the daring and the adventurous spirit and the desire of their tupuna to get back home. And sir, you know, I can just picture it right now. I can just picture Te Kōti, and I can just picture you know, Hineuru tupuna, and there was Ronga Whakaata tupuna there, Maunga Hararu, Tangitu. They were all huddling there, and they're saying, right guys, we're gonna get back home. How are we gonna do this? And I would suppose one of their group would have said, I know, uncle, if you get the boat, I'll get us home. And that could have been a Hineuru tupuna, but that's probably what took place. So they were able to get hold of a sailing boat, a schooner. Oh well, okay. Bit of a nautical, dramatical twist. But they were able to get a hold of that schooner and make their way back, jibbing and jiving and masters of the waves and the sea. And I think that's what I'd like Ngāti Hineuru to take from this, their settlement, draw on the inspiration of their tupuna and the great bravery that they had, and being true to their convictions, and standing up for their iwi and for their people. So I am inspired by that, and every time I see that story, it would make a wonderful movie to capture the adventurous spirit of their tupuna. So, sir, I do acknowledge ngā te Hineuru, and I commend this bill to the House. Kia ora tātou.
E te mana whakawā.
Nitora